I'll be making this screen recording to talk about this golden boy called VIX 75. All right, and I'm sure we all know this golden boy called VIX 75. Yeah, and VIX 75, as we all know, is a synthetic indices, just like crash and boom. And unlike crash and boom, normally when you trade on crash like this, and let's say if it's going against you like 5 pips or 10 pips, you realize you don't lose that much as compared to VIX 75. All right, if you should be trading on VIX 75 and then it goes against you like 5 pips or 10 pips, you realize you are losing a lot, especially if you are trading on a real account. And those losses, trust me, it freaks you out. All right, it freaks the shit out of you. Like, it freaks you out, especially if you have a real account, which is what, about $100 or let's say $50, and then you are trading on VIX 75. Trust me, it's not easy. All right, it is not easy to build it up, and normally when it is going in your favor, you make lots of profit. All right, just about 5 pips or 10 pips, you are somewhere around $10, $7, $8, which is, if you should have a strategy that works. All right, if you should have a setup that allows you to make that consistent $8, $10, you realize even within a day you can accumulate about $40 or $30 even just for a day. All right, so this video is going to be about a strategy and about the strategy which I'm talking about. I'm sure most of you already have a hint of it, and you've seen most of it in the channel, in the Telegram channel. So this actually would be a video of it. All right, so I'll make the video, and most of you requested for this video, so it will be a video to make a vivid explanation of how I spot them and how I make entries. All right, so I'll make that vivid explanation, and I trade my phone most of the time because with VIX 75, everywhere I am, I'm just analyzing the charts. All right, so I'll be using my phone for this video recording, and then also I'll be I have lots of screenshots. All right, so it wouldn't be a live trade where I would have to go to the MT5 app just to wait for setup or patterns to pop up, so I take the trades just for you to see. No, all right, I have already spotted them and I have taken the screenshots already, lots of screenshots. So I will just be opening them, and then I'll make the explanation on them. So before we continue you should also know, as we go on, we'll be talking a lot about support and resistance. All right, so you can't trade the 75 if you don't even know how to plot your support and resistance levels. All right, if you don't know your supply and demand zones. All right, if you don't even know what is called pullback. All right, and also we're talking a lot about how to make sniper entries. All right, how with just one entry you realize within a few hours, or using a lot size of about, let's say, 0.001, I can make about $300. All right, which it wouldn't be easy to make in forex. All right, so yeah, we'll be talking about that. And also you should also know VIX 75, it's very interesting, especially if you know what you are doing. All right, if you know exactly what you're doing, if you have a strategy that works for you, trust me, it's very, very interesting. So we will get straight to the screenshots. All right, I wouldn't waste my time on this video, so I'm going to sit right here on Telegram. So we'll get to my Telegram. All right. So right here. So let's begin with this one. So I took this trade I think 2 weeks or a week ago. Yeah, that's not more than that. And I want you to focus on this very bullish candle. All right, this very bullish candle. So this is the 30 minutes time frame. You can see at the top it's 30 minutes time frame, and you can see this bullish candle right here. So you realize, let's say you open your MT5 app. All right, and then you tap on VIX 75, and then you realize this bullish candle, it had already formed and then broken this moving average. You can see we have two moving average lying on each other, right? So two moving averages here. So we have the 50 and then we have the 100. All right, all exponential respectively. So this bullish candle right here, it has broken the 50 and then the 100 moving average, and it doesn't matter whether it breaks 2 or it breaks 3 at a time. It can even be just 1. All right, that is all that matters. All you should know is that it should just break a moving average. All right, and then once it breaks the moving average, you realize it doesn't get too far. All right, it doesn't get too far. And then if you look at the grid lines on the chart, you see the grid lines on the chart, you realize it is contained in a single grid box. All right, so you realize it doesn't even exceed one single grid box. All right, it is contained in it. So you realize after breaking it, it's closed. All right, and looking at where the bullish candle closed, if you take a close look at it, you realize it's still close to the moving average. All right, it's closed above the moving average, and it is close to the moving average. All right, it is not further away from the moving average. So anytime, most often, all right, something like this happens. All right, so you open the chart and then you have this bullish candle, all right, closing above a moving average, being it 50, being it 100, whatever it is. Just as you know, I've already given the moving averages, so you should know the moving averages, and I'm sure you know how to plot them. If you don't know, then you should hit me up after this video so I send you the periods. All right, so once it breaks it up like this, all right, the next candle that will start formation, even if it's going to be bullish, all right, whether it is going to be bullish or bearish, as for that one, you are not a soothsayer, or you are not a psychic to tell. All right, but with this strategy, you are able to tell where the initial movement will begin. All right, the initial movement, or the initial movement of the candlestick. All right, so this right here, take a close look at the moving average. All right, you can see how flat they are. All right, you can see the minute the bullish candle broke it, you can see how flat it became right here. All right, so it tells you the next candle that is going to begin formation is going to try to test it. All right, the next candle that begins formation will definitely go down to go and test it. It is either going to test it, that is, touch it and then pull away, or it's going to break it and then go down. All right, as to that one, yours is that you just want to accumulate that small profit. All right, begin between the initial formation and it touching this moving average. That is the profit you want to accumulate here. All right, and that profit, trust me, on VIX 75, even with a lot size as small as mine, you can see here I placed a sell. So I placed the sell after this bullish candle had completely finished formation and the new candle was just about to begin. Then I sold quickly because I knew the new candle would drop down to test the moving average. All right, so that is the strategy here. So the minute you see the moving average right here, all right, close to the closing price of the previous candle, all right, it tells you the next candle that is going to begin formation will drop to test it or to break it. So I sold. You can see right here the sell right here. So I sold, and guess what, this bearish candle came, it touched it and it broke it a little, and I took my profit. All right, and this profit is somewhere about $4 or $5, trust me. And then I took my profit quickly. So let's get to the next. Oh, sorry for that, that was an alarm. So let's get to the next one. Oh, okay, this is even interesting. So if you take a close look at this, all right, this is the same screenshot. You can see this was the final where I took profits, and this is it when it was heading down. You can see the minute it began formation, it started dropping down, getting close to the moving averages. All right, so you just look at it, you just study it. The minute it touches, then you take profits, or you can also wait, it touches and then it breaks it a little. But normally our advice, just touching it, you just collect your $4 or your $3. All right, then you wait for the next setup to pop up. So let me show other charts here. All right, so this is the next chart, and if we take a close look at this chart, this is the 1 hour time frame. So you can see this bearish movements right here. All right, so you can see I placed so many sells here. All right, and I used the same strategy to place so many sells. Why did I place all these sells? I placed these sells because you see, as this very candle here started dropping down, as it got to the middle here, the 50 moving average, where is the move? All right, it was flat, it was flat and straight, just like how you saw in the 30 minutes time frame I showed in the previous chart. It was very flat, and that alone told me that this very candle was going to drop to touch it, but unfortunately it couldn't touch it. So as it couldn't touch it, it means the next candle, all right, now when that happens, all right, when let's say this current candle right here, it closes in the middle, all right, and still this moving average, it is not as bent as you are seeing it right now, but it is straight, flat and straight. It means if this moving average couldn't touch it, then the next candle that will begin formation is going to touch it, all right. So quickly you place your sell,